Thompson.
Chairman Mendelson, my name is Brad Thompson, world history teacher, baseball coach, and Empower Ed fellow at Roosevelt High School. I'm testifying today representing the students, families, communities, and teachers that work tirelessly in the district. A major concern throughout the district has been the high rate of teacher turnover and the efforts or lack of effort to retain teachers. With an academic landscape filled with learning loss due to virtual learning and the prolonged absence from the school community thanks to the COVID-19 pandemic, students and by extension teachers need further support. Teacher retention cannot be solved only by providing incentives for teachers to stay in unstable jobs. Solutions proposed by DCPS, like home buying incentives and sabbaticals, are good, but unless we give teachers more planning time, trust them to do their job, stop over testing, shift away from punitive evaluation, make the job more flexible, and invest in the day-to-day wellness, teachers will keep leaving. One of the many solutions to teacher retention is teacher autonomy. Teacher retention has had a massive impact on school culture, which for urban school districts is the leading factors as to why teachers decide to leave the profession. For anyone who teaches, there is a clear understanding that school culture begins within and is carried out in individual classrooms. Studies have shown the profound positive impact that familiar faces have had on student learning, and teachers who are the foundational members of their school and greater communities have been shown to promote greater student achievement. Educators who are given greater autonomy in their classrooms would be less likely to resign at the end or mid-year. Crucial to this is granting teachers the liberty to become coaches, tutors, mentors within the school community and greater community. Any one of these roles can bolster teacher reputation within the school community, allowing for levels of trust to grow among the student body. But how can a teacher become part of the school and greater school community if they do not live in the school community? The adverse effect, as stated before, has a detrimental effect on student achievement. Lack of institutional support that is geared towards retention from the school can hamper the relationship between teachers and students. Taken from the Journal of Urban Learning, Teaching, and Research, school leaders must provide intentional support for teachers who navigate their professional duties in ways that support their students. Because teacher turnover may jeopardize relationship building due to the unstable environments in which teachers and students must engage, it is important to begin to formulate positive relationships with students as soon as possible. Autonomous teachers see themselves as always learning. They question whether they have access to enough formal professional development that is relevant to their learning programs and learning environments that they create. That's taken from the Trusting Teachers with School Success study. Lastly, teacher flexibility can help retain teachers. The pandemic changed the nature of work, but it seemed to leave the nature of schoolwork the same. Just about every job teachers are qualified to move into has become more flexible. Teaching is a very inflexible job. The hours are strictly defined, and teachers have to work on nights and weekends to grade and plan, and that is tough to sustain. We need to implement flexible scheduling models to retain educators. These models cannot happen without additional funding for school partnerships and staff who will engage in this unique and valuable learning experience during the flexible days, hours, as well as school-based staff to coordinate flexible models. We need citywide funding for this to ensure it doesn't only happen at schools with greater resources or only at charter schools or have private funding. During the pandemic, teachers and students were given an enrichment day. Many DCPS teachers appreciated the flex day granted to them on Wednesdays during the pandemic. It allowed people to work one-on-one with students, allow for really deep conversations with the administration, and allow for greater amounts of teacher communication with families and the community. The enrichment day would allow students, depending on grade level, to engage in experimental learning, project-based learning, internships, and vocational education, to name a few. And I thank you for your time, and all the best to everyone, and all the best for the rest of the school year. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Thompson.